Hello and welcome back to another video on the Wrestle today and to another edition of Raw Round 10. Big show today. Of course, we're building ever closer to WrestleMania Backlash, and we've got the triple threat main event that was decided last week. So we're building to that, as well as plenty of other matches. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Raw kicked off this week with a host of backstage promos. It was decided that Braun Strowman would be facing Lashley in the main event before AJ Styles and Omos came out. They were bragging about winning the title. Omos threatened the New Day and said that he's not going to drop the titles for a long time before we got into the match. Woods and Omos started the match before AJ interfered, and he came in. New Day beat him down for a bit before Omos came in and basically just dominated for ages. AJ Styles tagged in, hit the forearm from the top, and Omos got the big win. 7 out of 10, love this. But anyway, moving on. Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville were exchanging words backstage. They weren't too happy before we got Eva Marie coming back. Who saw that? And then Elias and Jackson Riker chucked some tomatoes at Randy Orton, which I found quite funny. But anyway, moving on. Charlotte versus Dana Brooke. Charlotte mocked Brooke once the match started. Charlotte kicked Brooke down, taking a powerbomb. Before she locked in the figure of 8 to get the quick win, and then she got added to the title match because it seems like there's an alliance between her and Sonya Deville. This still wasn't great, 5 out of 10. But anyway, next up, Damian Pearce was out in the ring, and he was taking on John Morrison. This was after Rhea Ripley and Oscar were protesting backstage, and Humberto Carrillo was beaten down by Sheamus. Miz cut one of his usual promos before Priest sent Morrison to the outside early on. Morrison was looking for his finisher when the Miz tried to interfere. The distraction cost Johnny, and Priest managed to connect with a hit and then the lights to get the win. 5 out of 10 for me. This is just getting slightly repetitive now. But anyway, moving on. It was Mansour backstage, and he was joining the Raw roster, and he's got a match against Sheamus later on before we got Lucha House Party versus Cedric and Shelton. Lucha House Party were dominating before Cedric got back into it with Michinoku Driver. He dragged in Shelton, Alexander rushed Dorado to gain control. However, Matalik managed to get to the top ropes and get the win. After the match, Cedric walked out Shelton, 3 out of 10. This just made me sad. What have you done to the Hurt Business, man? Angel Garza and Drew Gulak got into an argument backstage before Shelton Benjamin also said he was done with Cedric. But anyway, then Angel Garza and Drew Gulak did have a match. Gulak took a neck breaker early on. Angel Garza hit a cloth line, and Garza just continued to unload on him to get the wing clipper through the ring. He took the roast and shoved it down Gulak's pants. That's it, 6 out of 10, this was fine. But anyway, moving on, RK Bro were backstage having a chat before we got them against Elias and Riker. Elias and Riker tried to isolate Randy on before the original Bro came in and got in control. Randy went for the Droving DDT and tagged Riddle in for the floating Bro. Riker attacked Randy, but they took an RKO and they got the pin. I'll give this 6 out of 10. This was fine, and to be honest, in a curious way, I'm kind of interested to see where it goes, to be honest. But anyway, next up it was Mansour versus Sheamus. Sheamus took Mansour down right away and continued to unload on him. Before Humberto Carrillo attacked Sheamus and sent him to the outside of the ring when he was really delivering some punishment. Sheamus delivered break kicks to Humberto and Mansour to stand tall. I'll give it 6 out of 10. This was okay, but it kind of did feel like a throwaway of Mansour's left debut, especially as they're looking to build the Saudi Arabian lot. Before Alexa Bliss was back with Lily, she was speaking to Adele, revealing that she's got a new target. Before we got Lana and Naomi versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. I just can't even be asked to cover this, to be honest. Sorry. Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman. Both meant for a counter elbow. The two men were going at it when Drew McIntyre came and Strowman walked out. Lashley attacked Braun off the distraction, and it all kind of broke down. Lashley got the win through a distraction and Drew beat them all down afterwards. I enjoyed this, 7 out of 10. Overall, Raw this week gets a 6 out of 10. For me, it was a better episode of Raw. I'm just excluding that tag team division thing because, I just couldn't even. It just upsets me that much. But anyway, Eva Marie coming back as well. I'm intrigued to see where that goes. But on the whole, this is a better episode of Raw. But yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, comments down below. And follow me on Twitter. Link in the description below for daily wrestling news. And subscribe to my channel on the screen right now. That would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.